Phase 1 ended about 2 weeks ago. Now we're starting Phase 2. We have to do it so quickly because we have to maintain the secrecy of the program.
Safety measures in the prison, like how is it?
If you need to defend yourself, you need to defend yourself. You know, you're not going to be charged criminally for defending yourself. But on the other aspect, if you do commit a crime unprovoked, you will be charged.
Well, if somebody come at me, you know, I definitely don't have a problem defending myself.
Ooh, Dion.
Take some of that spaghetti. You heating it up for me?
Yes.
I'm Dion. I'm 24 years old. I'm a criminologist. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. My point of view of the criminal justice system is just a lot of the laws are biased. It's not towards the race thing, it's more towards lower income people. And that's as a whole, like white, black, purple. My dad was incarcerated. He was falsely accused of possession, but come to find out that he didn't do it and was left free. And that's one of the reasons that I wanted to get my master's in criminology and make my family proud.
If you see the staff doing something that doesn't look right, it probably isn't right.
They got dirty cops in the city, boy. Dirty, watch them.
They treat us like animals, for real.
I don't have any respect for COs and basic law enforcement. I don't even have any respect for the judicial system because it's severely broken. I'm Mona Lisa, and I live in New York. I need to know the truth about incarceration because my daughter is currently incarcerated. She went in at the age of 18 and has been serving for about a little over 3 years. She's a caged animal now. I kind of don't even think of her as still being human. I want to do this because I want to help her. I want to help many people alongside of her. How many fights do you have that are ending up in death?
I can't ever remember any in death. Hospital visits, that's just how it is.
It's the animal kingdom in here. Almost kill or be killed, for real.
There are more drugs in Clark County Jail than there is on the streets.
Everybody's on drugs. Everybody's coming off of something. They might lie and say they're not, but they are.
I feel like the less drugs or alcohol I see would be better for me. My name is Ashley. I'm 27 years old, and I live in Tennessee. I'm gonna change his diaper. I have a 3-month-old son named Riker, and I'm married to Zach, and he has actually been through the Sheriff program. I started drinking and doing drugs at a very young age. My alcoholism became life or death. I ended up overdosing on alcohol and cocaine. I have been sober 4 years. It feels amazing. As much as Zach has kind of told me how his experience was, it's completely different. You put a room full of men together and a room full of women who are in trouble, you're going to have two totally different situations.
There's one main guy in there, the pod boss. She's established, she's been to prison. You know, he's been around the jail for a while, or she's been around the jail for a while. He wants to know what you're about.
What's the propensity for gangs and racial segregation and whatnot here? Things I need to be...
You gotta turn this language down. Propensity for racial segregation?
What's the... I mean,
you're gonna have a rough time, man, a rough time.
Is this a thing that I'm gonna have to keep up and basically just talk monosyllabically? Because I don't want to come off as condescending either.
Yeah, and it will come off as condescending.
My name is Ryan. I'm 27 and I'm from Kentucky. I joined the U.S. Army Reserves. I was 19 years old and I worked as a code team medic in King's Daughters Intensive Care for just shy of 3 years. I'm currently applying to be a police officer. I'm not worried about jail. Day one, I'm obviously gonna be fresh-faced, but I'm trying to scruff up and, blend in a little bit. Apparently everybody there's scruffy. I guess it's a lack of willpower and hygiene.
So while you're in jail, some of just the inmate code. Pardon my language here, but you never use the word bitch. That is a word you do not say in jail, period.
Bro, listen, you ain't gonna sit there and run your mouth, call me a bitch.
The B word is a big no-no in jail. You never say bitch in jail, or you are gonna fight.
If you see inmates putting their tennis shoes on, and a bunch of them, then something's getting ready to pop off.
What is the significance of lacing the shoes? What are they preparing to do?
They have socks on or the shower shoes, which are sandals. And nobody fights in socks or sandals because you're gonna trip and fall. You'll see 10 guys lace up their shoes because 2 people are gonna fight.
I have no idea what I'm getting into in terms of what it's actually like to be an inmate.
Well, you write me every day.
My name is Brian. I'm 39 years old. As an attorney for the Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation, my job is to go after the corrections officers in my department who commit job-related misconduct. So I don't have a good feel for how well corrections officers typically do their job.
Would you like a horseback ride?
Yeah.
Okay, hop on.
Going into this, I want to test these COs because I want to see how well do they actually hold up when they think nobody's looking. I'll be able to see whether or not the inmates that we go to for information are just always liars or sometimes they're telling the truth.
As far as anything we do here, are you wanting us to hit you up when we hear it, or?
You know, in the unlikely event that you overhear playing shank or some type of uprising, then that would be the towel maneuver to let us know as soon as possible. That would be the towel. We don't want somebody to get stabbed or hurt.
My name's Chris, and I live in Georgia. I've never had any trouble with the law besides like speeding tickets and a parking ticket. But my brother, Ryan, ended up spending about 4 months in jail. After Ryan got out of jail, we didn't communicate like we did before he went in. He was a complete stranger. Probably the biggest thing I want to get out of this program is seeing things from Ryan's perspective and kind of understanding why not only we fell apart, but kind of why he can't seem to move on from it. I want to get into his shoes and figure out a way to be able to talk to him about it.
What would be your advice if I'm in there, I'm an inmate, I better stand my ground. What do you want from your side of us how to act? Because we'd have to be like, you want some of this? Because if I don't, then I'm going to get my ass kicked.
If it gets bad and you think I've got to actually fight somebody, I ain't catching no new charges for you.
I've seen everything. I've seen the shanks, I've seen the hooch being made. I'm a CO, I've been in more fights than I can count. Yeah. Get sissies. I'm Sheree, I'm 39, I'm from the Northwest. I was a correction officer in a maximum prison. It was the most amazing job I've ever had. Being a corrections officer was a perfect fit for me. And I had to step away from it when Dustin got deployed to Afghanistan for almost 13 months. So I went from working full-time to being a stay-at-home mom. Now, my husband's back from Afghanistan, and I'm ready to go back to work. It's time. It's my time now.
How many staff you got?
You're looking about 8, 9 per shift.
Yeah, that sounds very scary.
But in my experience in the jail, when there's a fight, as soon as the officer makes it into the section, it's over.
It's over, right.
Well, I've arrested probably about 1,000 people in my career.
That's a lot.
It's a long career. My name is Quinton. I'm a retired state policeman, private investigator, and bounty hunter. I just like the way it sounds. I have 3 daughters and I'm in the process of a divorce. It's extremely important for me to do this because I am curious to learn what it's like for all the people that I've brought into the system.
There they are. We've got 2 pair of handcuffs for you, so.
Oh, it's time.
Yeah, it's time. All right, put this hand right here.
Quite frankly, I'm scared.
Here is your Crawford County jumpsuit. We're bringing them in under the assumption that from another county transfer to mix the cover stories up.
I think I'm in shock.
He's gonna place you under arrest, take you to jail.
Okay. I'm ready to do this.
The closer it's kind of getting to that cell shutting, my stomach's starting to turn.
I've never been to jail before. I've never been arrested. I have never been handcuffed.
My heart just kind of sank.
Okay, game face, game face.
We are here.
He's got to.